Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I appreciate the opportunity to speak to the motion and to have it in front of us. Um, it is a bit difficult to even consider that we are only considering this. We are in the throes of a third wave of a pandemic that is affecting people in this province. More than any other, and it is affecting workers, people who have to go to work, even if they don't feel well. I received my vaccine a couple of weeks ago, and for about 2 days after, day and a half, I felt terrible. I was glad I got it, but I felt terrible. I had fever, I had body aches, I was just generally tired. And you know what I did? I stayed home. And I was able to stay home. And not only to keep myself safe and others safe, to ensure that I wasn't passing on anything, but because when you're sick, to send you out to go to work, really at this point in society, to even consider that we would do that for people, send them into factories, send them into warehouses, send them into packing groceries for us. I mean, I don't think essential workers want us to call them heroes anymore. I think they want us to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to protect them, protect their families. So when we're sending somebody in to build cars at a car plant, and calling them a hero because they're essential workers, and then they're coming home and they're not well, and they're infecting their families. All they're asking us for is protection, and sick paid days give us that protection. It gives us all that protection. And quite frankly, we're asking for that no less than 10 paid sick days annually when we've declared an infectious disease emergency such as COVID. We know, had this been in place at the beginning of this pandemic, we would not have the number of infections and deaths that we do today. We know that. It's been shown to us time and time again. So I accept that we should ask our partners, absolutely, what do they feel about it? COBIA, the Ottawa Labour Council, Chamber of Commerce. But I think I'm not certain what the direction to then tell our local members of parliament or our local MPPs would do. The letter has got to be written. We have got to join with other cities who have done the right thing and have asked for paid sick leave. Today's the National Day of Mourning. We cannot declare a National Day of Mourning for people who have become sick and died on the job, and then not do everything that we can to put in place the very measures that we need to keep people safe, to keep their families safe, to keep their communities safe, and to keep them alive. So I would encourage people to support this motion so that we join with other cities in doing the right thing, in asking the province not to add to the federal program that does not help. What we need, you get up in the morning, you don't feel well, you stay home. You're well the next day, and you go. But you are not at risk of being fired. You are not going to get less on your paycheck. And for people who live from paycheck to paycheck, a day's work, 2 days work, 3 days work means they can't put food on the table for their kids. They can't buy their kids the raincoats or the boots they need. I encourage you, please, this is the right way to go. Other municipalities have done it. They've asked for the same thing. People are begging us to do the right thing for essential workers. Thank you.